Hey there, y'all, and welcome to today's Daily Down and Dirty. My name is Fairlight. Welcome to Airy Fairy Tarot. All right, y'all, so the message today is about seeing a situation with greater clarity. And it's not an easy one, but maybe it is an easy one. I don't know. We start out with the Lovers and then also the Three of Cups. So, depending on how well you know tarot, that's, whatever clarity needs to come through. It might not be an easy clarity that comes through, but there's clarity nonetheless. It is interesting to me that in this deck, they call the Three of Cups love. Normally, we look at the Two of Cups as like a soulmate love kind of energy. And this doesn't, really indicate what kind of love. It's just called love. But with the Lovers here, and you've got three, it does kind of look like it could be a situation that needs clarity. So, but it doesn't all look bad. I don't do reversals with this particular deck because there's just so much imagery and everything. So let's go deeper into it. So above it on one side, we've got the Ace of Crystals, which they call Brilliance. This is like the Ace of Swords. I like that it's crystals. Again, there's this clarity that comes through. There's some sort of a deeper perception that shines through the lenses, I guess. In an earlier reading today, there was another card that came out using this deck, and it was talking about, how people will talk about seeing through rose-colored glasses, but sometimes we will see through darkened glasses where maybe we use a filter on the lens where we're seeing only sinister intent, where really maybe there isn't one. We're just not trusting the situation. Not to say, whatever your perceptions are about this, because this is an Ace of Crystals, but in some ways it feels like whatever clarity you get about this situation, it's an opportunity to live your truth, to speak your truth, to recognize truth, and ultimately it's to set you free. So then on the other side, we go to the Woman of Crystals, which would be like the Queen of Swords. We go to the Moon, and then we have the Nine of Worlds. So kind of working backwards, the Nine of Pentacles is often seen as, abundance, but also independence and bringing things to fruition. It's really believing in yourself, investing in yourself. And so maybe I jumped the gun by going right to this one, but I feel like whatever the situation is and whatever clarity that you need, the answer lies within yourself. The answer is about investing in yourself, cultivating, nourishing yourself at this time, and really looking to your own accomplishments, or really looking to what it is that you truly wish to cultivate in your life as an independent, abundant person. Then we've got this, they call her the Guardian. It's the Queen of Swords, or the Woman of Crystals, again with this great clarity, and then the Moon. So there's some sort of need to reflect on whatever this situation is about. And again, every time I look at this Ace of Crystals, I feel like there's some sort of freedom. There's an opening into freedom. And so again, where there is clarity through this, deep reflection that's going on with the Moon, again, it just feels like freedom. Normally, because I do correlate her to the Queen of Swords, sometimes the Queen of Swords is kind of a cold bitch, but it's because she values truth so much. And while this situation, it just looks like there's such a need for clarity. In this situation, there's such a need for clarity, and sometimes we do need to look at like cold hard facts. Sometimes we do need to accept the truth that's been presented to us and how the truth can set us free. We've also got the Nine of Crystals behind this Ace of Crystals I just saw. And the Nine of Swords, it's kind of the worst card in the whole deck because it's just being trapped in toxic thoughts, toxic beliefs, sometimes being surrounded by toxic people. It's just being very toxic and being anywhere but the present and not finding your power in the present because you're lamenting the past or feeling guilt or fearing the future, worrying that the past is going to repeat, and it's just an endless cycle of toxic bullshit or whatever. And so I really like that this, whatever this situation, if it's been bringing you this energy, then yeah, this would be a very welcome energy. And then back to this Queen of Crystals or Queen of Swords, sometimes detaching and looking at the cold hard truth, and she'll take that sword and cut the bullshit out of her life. She'll cut people out of her life. She'll cut situations out of her life. She'll cut belief systems out of her life, knowing that it doesn't serve her truth or the truth of her being. And I like that it's crystals and she's called the guardian. She is the guardian of truth. She is the guardian of clarity. And so with all of this clarity and then this reflection of the moon, there is something about the moon, about the cycles of it all, coming into a reflective cycle. And maybe there was a cycle of darkness, and maybe in some way it served you. Maybe in some way it served your higher good. Maybe to find yourself in the shadows, to find your way through the darkness for that greater clarity. Maybe this situation, maybe you had a belief system prior to all of that that said that you are supposed to nourish and invest yourself in anything and everything and anyone but yourself. And with this great clarity, you cut out the bullshit, and that gives you the ability to really cultivate your own garden, to really invest in yourself and to cultivate that independence and abundance in your own right. So, not the easiest reading today, but I hope it gives you great clarity. That's all I have for today. Peace and love until next time.